Vitality got that target on their back. Can they keep the world-class form, or will the cracks of last season continue to show? Let's play some Counter-Strike!
Nuke pick, something different for Mouz. Map pool hurt heavily by the loss of Train. Let's see how this bears for them. T-side start. And no rush as Bronwyn.
Geeky.
Smoke lined up. Lobs this one out. It is lobby-centric. Util for the top side. Here they come.
No one occupies heaven. Lots of bodies on the site. Still good opening from the exertion. He tries as hard as he might to break in. And I can't believe it's already over.
Find me someone who anchors that A site better than Mezzi. Every time they knock on that door, this man delivers exactly as he needs to, and that's a pistol. Vitality.
Look at the setup.
Hey, it's picture perfect, isn't it? Just shutting this down before it gets out of control whatsoever. You don't get into the space of the site. You have no chance to plant that bomb, and that is the way they want to kick things off. It's quite the run for Vitality so far here in Kraków. Looking to defend their titles. Forced by 4 Mouz without the plant. They're going to head over towards ramp. Rops is passive.
Yeah, Rops is in the right place. You test Mezzi first, he puts you in your place. Rops has done the same. Does go down to the Tech 9 and a retrievable M4. Apex acknowledges the potential descent to B.
They have a lot of nades still available. Obviously throwing their bodies on the line for that one. So going 2 for 1. Is it enough to put them in a position to get that bomb down?
I think you'd need more from Jimmy.
The thing is, with Apex backside, now that Flamesy's joined him as well, they are essentially playing 2-2. So who takes contact first as Flamesy speculative glances. Apex back of the site. There are some questions to ask of this. In they waltz, 2 smokes. They can do single door, double window, plenty of options. Actually, they've got a third. They could actually smoke everything off.
That's exactly what they'll do. Smokes rain into that bomb site. Apex knows he's that first contact. How are the clears? He's got sides turned, no one looking at it. Finds Torchy, but there's Jimmy! That M4 put to great use. Quick find from ZywOo. How's he seen the head? And that changes the whole dynamic. 2v2 post-plant, you've got a different story. Now Spinks is trying and fumbling his way back in through the smoke. He's not checking it, not concerned about ZywOo on the ramp side, and he's punished for it.
Oh, it's been a clean sweep so far for Vitality. Only one with a map that got close was the Vito hijinks against Aurora. That play on Ancient, we've seen them with that move before. That was against Furia, that was in Chengdu, and that is the finalist who is already locked in. Not only have they made it relatively light effort, just 2-0s against BCG, 3D Max and Aurora. They've kept their map pool under wraps. They've played only 4 different, and one of them is their permaban.
Right.
Neither team playing Nuke so far in 2026.
Maybe this is the spice that Dupree learned about.
Well, the Dust will be on the next 2 orange maps. Dust 2 and Mirage up next. We'll have to wait before Mouz can really get things going. This will be the eco.
But we do love a plan. And it looks like Brolin's got one.
Well, eyes on Apex. He's one of these in-game leaders who plays the yard position. You can see him tucked in. He's got that support of ZywOo just holding this slither gap. ZywOo could be smoked off in a moment. Brolin may have a locker smoke lined up to deal with this.
Yeah, we'd put it all onto Apex.
Oh, it just spilled it for main, and they're across.
Okay, good shooting from Apex so far. Gets himself 2 of the 5.
Bomb's loose.
Yeah, it's going to fall into place nicely, isn't it? Nothing these pistols can do. Spinks' Desert Eagle looking like it's going to be the last to fall. Evades the nade, but where do you go? Well, spotless. As it should be.
Yeah, a lot to talk about this head-to-head. The 12th time we're seeing these 2 teams lock horns. Currently a 2-9 losing record for Mouz, but you don't get better at something by not doing it. And everyone feels the pressure. It's about how do you deal with it. It's finding these last few percent. We've referenced Cologne. They've done it before on the biggest of stages. Can they do it again?
I think at least that result proves to Mouz they're not going insane, you know? Definition of insanity. They did expect a different result, and they found it.
Orbs come out to the T side. Double nade. Spinks chipped down below half HP early. So the prep work there for Vitality.
Looks like they actually want to get flashed forward. Caught on the reload. Apex doesn't go down. Messy from the exertion. AK. Oh, maybe overlooked on main roof. Good angle, good find. Spinks provides an opening kill. ZywOo trying to claw one back. It's a headshot angle, but he makes it look easy. With Spinks removed, exertion as well. Caught by Robs on the rotation. Massive find from Vitality to once again tip the scales in their favor. Damage onto Roland. Messi, and it's Mezzi that finds him.
Well, bomb stuck at red and Jimmy in lobby.
Who plays first? Torchy's on the walkabout. And he has been spotted out. Hoping that's enough of a distraction. And wow, Torchy does find one. Makes it a little more exciting, but yes, the bomb last. ZywOo was ready for him.
Tough for Jimmy. He's even going to want to give this one a look. It's not a great state of affairs right now. I think one of the keys in that moment is the response time of multiple bodies. And Apex taking some jewels, but ZywOo is there. That's your duo. That's your rotator and your outside rifler, and then Mezzi also. Rops was there to make sure it didn't get out of control. They called everybody over to deal with the yard play, so Vitality but no issues being one step ahead with the reads right now, and they will be keeping 3 alive as Jimmy, with 10 seconds left, is going to hold on to this AK-47 unless he opens up this door.
Counter-terrorists win.
Spinks has gone off the goose egg at least. You're going to want to see a lot out of him for Mouz to be competitive here.
It was massive yesterday against G2, wasn't he? Just a real nuisance over there on Overpass. Torch's AWP starting to activate as well. Dust 2 was a little bit more of a non-issue.
He survived the triple nade, but only by a hair.
And Mouz have had a decent run as well. 2-0s throughout, just the 0-2 loss to Aurora. And G2, the most recent victim in that quarterfinal. But we need to find some fight out of them early. Remember, this is T-side nuke.
Oh, this is really cool. ZywOo's been given a cache of HEs. He's got 3. Apex dropped 1, ZywOo juggles 2.
Well, there's not going to be a smoke wall outside, so I don't think you have to worry about that too much.
Just cool philosophy for an approach.
I'll tell a lie, it has been dipped in. And this is what you want if you're Mouz. You have 3 players responding to this. Apex poking his nose up secret, that'll call them back. They can now focus fire towards ramp and topside. So great info players, second wall now. Exertion has been able to get in the gap back of main. And Apex returning to this, he will be late. Exertion can make a move.
And move he shall. Nade looks destined to expose him, but no one spots it. They're hoping something can be found with these pistols so Jimmy can make that saved AK sing. ZywOo's flashed off the line. Where's Robs, though? That's the question they're going to be asking. He's right there, hiding in plain sight. Gets brought down by Brolan. ZywOo ready for more. Peeking back in and punished for it. Important from Jimmy. Torgy now with that orb, looking the wrong way. Apex times it to perfection, but there's the Jimmy response. Mouz need this. So close to converting, but now time against them. Are they looking to pivot? That's what Mezzi's waiting for. He hears them coming. He's licking his lips. Express delivery. The bomb delivered to his front door. Doesn't have to lift a finger, just pull the trigger. And down goes Jimmy as well.
Nice little round there. Obviously overwhelmed at ramp there was Robs, but I think Apex, once he kills the player in secret, as Exertion on the move, he just repositions back sight. So again, it's just the sheer amount of bodies that Mouz are having to get through. Vitality having no issues reading this at all. First tactical timeout called by Cyclone here. Coach going to get on the mic to call the adjustments. Now, that was off the back of a partial, right? Had a saved AK, you upgrade a little bit around it with the loss bonus, and now you're going back into the full guns. You might have to go into Galil here if he wants to bring out the util for this. But what's the adjustment going to be called from the coach? Yeah, just there with the single box covering his Exertion, and then swarming. Brolin up and over, gets the spot. Deal with Robs, and ZywOo getting one on the way down. Does slow this. Good trade from Jimmy, but it's all about Apex and the positioning of Ezzy. He's got faith that his team will lock down, dispel that issue towards the B site, and he's just lying in roost. in the heavens to deal with that. Okay, guns out. What's the adjustment called? Slow on this one. I want to take that early nade damage, wanting to try and play around on full HP.
Would be nice.
And also not throwing the smokes immediately. If you get blocked, it's going to cause a couple of issues. So ramp boost noted here. Second smoke wall dotted across now. They really want to get an exertion over. ZywOo going to try and stall this out. First clear, doesn't find anything. But again, they're just reading them so well. Look at the setup. Apex joining Robs. This would be a blender if they try and explode out ramp. Sure, you've got one player top main, you've got exertion down secret. Is the finish really wanting to be ramp to B?
Staying
That
dynamic.
smoke didn't land.
Locker's smoked. ZywOo has vision. And he's going to hit it. Spinks caught. Now you're going to accelerate into Rops on the ramp. Do you clear him? No, you don't. Back to turn. Jimmy late to it. Still wins out. Apex overlooked. You're not ready for a second. Now blocked at ramp. Now again, the clock, your greatest adversary. Where do you go? Torji finds a way out, perhaps, removing ZywOo. And now Apex is getting really cheeky. They want to come through. Apex hiding out, hoping to be walked on past. Sees the flash, knows you're coming. Needs a second. Torji needs to hit the close one. Can't do it. Comfortable defense from Apex. Positionally sound Counter-Strike. The double up on ramp and 6-0.
This is the Apex we saw in the first half of 2025. This is when they went on the mad run, the best season ever. And he's delivering individually right now, 9-5.
Mouz are floundering.
This is a 6-0 start on your map choice with moments where Robs has not looked himself, but Apex, no issues. And again, he's calling a good game. And when you're calling a good game, really set yourself up to be finding this level of impact. This is a leader who knows the team that he has and lets his teammates let them in on the secret that this only comes once in a lifetime.
You want to make the most of it. Ooh, hang on. Apex flirting with that smoke wall. Supported by ZywOo's smoke breaks. Nothing exposed. Here's the cross. There's way more than he realizes, though. He thinks, oh my God! He's right behind the enemy lines! Mouz, that's a scary one! Oh, that is horrific.
He's walking on a different plane of existence right now.
What's going on?
Oh!
He's a ghost walking amongst them. Oh, man. If this wasn't a semi-final at an Intel Extreme Masters, that was comedy gold. Mouz ain't laughing, though.
Yes, it's just a line by. How much more value can they get out of this? Sure, that's a stunner right there. It should be the round in the palm of the hand for Vitality just to punt in. Brolin exertion. You've got the loss bonus on your side. You're looking to do damage, try and limit the finances. Rops, not a lot of cash in the coffers. Same for ZywOo. So a couple more kills will go a long way if you want to bounce back in this. Sure, it's 6-0, about to be 7-0. Half's not done yet.
Caught. Maybe that ballon plant can be made a reality. Worried about heaven, understandably so. ZywOo's actually just got there, has to respect the Molotov, so that bomb will be planted. 2-on-3 retake, Brolin and exertion, an opportunity just to get Mouz through, break through the dam.
So many nades for this retake.
Limiting their options, trying to avoid the flashes. They can't avoid those. Brolin's just in the corner, getting overlooked. Did no one clear him? Found him now. Oh, Brolin delivers. ZywOo last man standing. Brolin's got it. Mouz breakthrough.
More for Brolin in that round. Both in-game leaders stepping up huge, and Apex is going to wonder how much more do I have to do.
Flames is going to be mad about that
That one snatched away on the light by the flash, even hit him. They didn't hear it. Too many nades, too much noise going on. As Apex thinking, I got away with murder, and we've just fumbled that. So Brolin, a bit of a smirk on his face.
The opening onto the that hot run out. Tech 9 at range, moving. Impeccable from Brolin.
Is that the fire starter? Is that the one to get things underway for Mouz? I know we're talking about this rivalry, or at least this matchup, being one-sided, but in the tail end, the second half of 2025, they're 2-2. And when you take a look at the last two best of threes, both of them in Chengdu, both three mappers. So there is absolutely no reason Mouz can't take down Vitality again. It's a new year. Is it a new you, or is it more of the same? End up losing everything there to Vitality, but we are back into play. 6-1 the score.
I mean, if you've lost 9 times to a team, that's got to be not only a loss, but a lesson. And those recent 3-map affairs are testament to development and growth from Mouz.
Yeah, you got away with that one, didn't you? You snuck in. They fumbled the retake, even with all those nades, and you get your first round of the board. But now the hard work is doing it on a rifle round.
Sometimes the hardest round is that first one. Do the floodgates open?
Right now with this setup, they want to let Exertion in. I was starting down towards B with the AWP. It's Rops, Red Pole, traditionally the ramp player. So this is one of those Joker setups Vitality love to run. So giving them ramp.
Which they haven't quite ascertained yet. They're about to.
And they'd be prepared for this, sure. It's not fortified. The penny will drop. Mouz will understand that nobody's home. So what does this mean? What is the response? And Zai was starting to cheat back over to deal with the ramp leak. The doors have been left open, so he has a sightline, but also has to worry about secrets. So this could be an issue. But as they pivot, it's starting to look a whole lot better for Vitality. Still 2 players towards top. Make it 3 with Apex up heaven.
A chance for redemption here from Flamesy. Brolin had it once. He might have him again. Coming on out, does find one. Important trade provided by Flamesy. Robs on the red pole, does catch Exertion completely pantsed. Nice find, need another. Spinks can't stabilize the aim. It's Apex that seems to have pulled it back for Vitality's favor. Jimmy on the flag.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Real opportunities. I was just flying up the ladder.
Yeah, and Bomb was down towards the vent. Didn't need to make that play, but makes it look good. Zywoo brings them across the 7th, and that's the problem. Sure, they get there first, but it's in the fashion they did. It's not through the game plan, it's through individuals. And what you're looking for Mouz, especially on the T side of Nuke, is conditioning. What map control can we get? How can we push and pull those rotations? Well, right now, Vitality have the read. This makes it a whole lot easier for them to wipe away that loss to the partial buy, because with the gun rounds, with the read of the game, with the setups that they are currently offering, Mouz are nowhere to be found. Down to another partial, 2 AKs this time. One for Spinks, one for Brolin. Rest on the pistols. So we're starting down B again, so similar looking setup. This time, just no Rops on red pole.
Apex knows Spinks likes to start on that main roof. So Spinks fires off a shot towards him. Vitality's captain not catching bullets. Exertion is, though. A couple finding connection onto Exertion towards Garage. Blocked.
Flamesy heard him drop off main.
Apex is still looking out. Hoping to be not caught out. Exertion, a missed opportunity, a very narrow one. Apex not shying away from a fight.
A keen confidence from Apex now. He's feeling it.
He's going to keep on fighting. How many chances does Exertion get with that Desert Eagle? Zywoo. Oh, Brolin's got him! Opens up an avenue into B, potentially. They can pivot down the secret stairs. But the bomb needs to make it across. Apex missed opportunity. Flamesy will activate, but the bomb's now gone. Jimmy's spot. They know he's Squeak. And they know the priority's B. Just trying to cut rotations. Needs to run him down, needs to win this duel. Flamesy wins out. Can't believe he's going round. Oh, they're running past Brolan. Important from Robs. Still cheeky in the vents. It's just Robs. And he's walked straight into the sniper. Bit of chaos manufactured by Mouz.
Yeah, they lost track of that one, didn't they? Zywoo down towards B, just getting caught off guard. So Brolin finding that opening incision, and he's even able to take a bit more space off of that. So walking a bit funny, our Vitality now. The finances being humbled. There's that, and just pushing forward. So Zywoo completely caught off by the slip. You don't see that every day of the week. And then, yeah, the fact Flames has gone down the vent, then Rops isn't aware where the bomb's being planted. Everything felt a little bit more disconnected than it has up to this point. So putting Vitality under some stress and finding a solution, that one counts, but this is the 3rd tactical timeout in the first half used. Cyclone knows if they win this, they put them away financially, and they can still get 7-5 on the half. And you'll take that. Rifles being on the two key players, Apex Yard, ZywOo Rotator. Rops can work with the MP9 ramp. Flames the dominant Mezzy to lock down top with that 5-7. Biggest issue is lack of util. How much are you going to be able to block with just a handful of smokes, the molly for the squeak? I don't think Mouz is just going to go pedal to the metal and do something fast, right? They don't need to run into the top site and try and bludgeon them right now. They can play tactical counter-strike like we have seen them. Brolon's having to find impact and throw the nades in both of these rounds. He's found some huge incisions as smoke wall now dotted across the yard. There's a second wave ready for that. Oh, hold up, it's all three. The third being a bit of a question mark smoke. It allows pathing. ZywOo plays ahead. Four across undetected.
Sound cue made.
Apex down on B.
Nothing to block. He's going to have to find the perfect timing here. Trying to get answers safely. Jump again at your own peril. That AK could be primed and ready. Okay.
Look at this.
What's four? Look at this. I can't quite believe it. It's Brolon not see him. Oh my goodness. ZywOo gets one. Dips away. Ready for the Brolon response. He is doing it all on that flank. Spinks an exertion kick up a fuss. That's the two rifles gone. Now Rops is the one behind you. Not quite the double. Exertion spins on a dime. Makes it a reality for a 2-on-2.
Bomb loose, 27.
Flamesy's nose, one of them's low. Mezzy's 5-7 can find it. They're going to clamp down on him. Exertion is surrounded, but he's fighting his way out. 5-7 brings it down to the one-on-one. Mezzy versus Jimmy. And he's got the bomb on his back. Just needs the fight. Hits the bullet. Jimmy wins out.
That's a massive round. They're on top of the economy now. Money for Vitality in the mud. They are going to have to take an eco here and give over the fourth.
Oh my goodness, if Jimmy had just caught a little bit of flack earlier in the round, Mezzy's headshot would have been enough.
This is a wild round though, just the timings from everybody in this.
Right.
ZywOo catching it, pipping at the post right here. He's behind them, able to get the double, but it's not enough. And you have flanks on flanks with these MP9s.
Exertion Spinks did well.
This one's messy. Rops is going to be kicking himself. He's had a couple of opportunities now that have gone awry, and that one right there, Jimmy holds on, but they've done the hard work on the eco now.
ZywOo's hit 2 body shot digs. Should be nothing more than just a wall wound.
Here in steps, multiple bodies.
Cyclone's going to be feeling like those timeouts were well invested.
Especially if you walk away with the 5. The 4 feels like a guarantee. Possession is low.
Yeah, susceptible to this run. Traded. Nice from Mezzy. Oh no, wait, your Orcs missed the shot. Now he's lost a rifle too. 3-on-3. You don't want to put an AK into the hands of ZywOo. Do so at your own peril. He is inevitable. That's the round. The ZywOo round. You know it's coming.
Brolon's bailed him out once.
Yeah.
Some big moments so far. Plenty of time to work with.
Oh, but he's exposed and Rob's not fumbling that one. That is awful. Mouz are going to be feeling terrible. A couple of pistols, Chad. And now they call the timeout. You've used all of yours here. Here's 30 seconds to think about what you've done.
Just that they have worked so hard to get themselves into the game. You start 6-0 down, you win a light buy, they respond immediately. You get another with just a handful of AKs. You're catching ZywOo off with timings. You deal with the next where the timings were against you.
What were those 2 AK shots from ZywOo? The second onto Silo. Thing of beauty.
So you're teed up. This feels like the 4th should be an absolute guarantee. But the response here, the trade work, and then as you pointed out, ZywOo, #1 player in the world from 2025. Absolutely disgusting. And this time Rops will not miss in the back as they steal it away. Well, it's going to be more of the same for the Mouz buy as Apex lets them know they're on eco. 2 AKs, a handful of pistols in this half. It's been tough for Mouz.
And now you really want to twist the knife, you throw something like this into the mix, and now blocked in the smoke. Flamesy doesn't quite find the headshot he needed, gets away from the Tech-9 response. Exertion's getting Aggie on the smoke, hoping to catch a back turned on Zywoo. Oh, just one twist nade, perfect from Exertion. The first incision made, they know Flames low up close. Smokes won't last forever. Flamesy chooses to back away, concede the space.
No util for this finish for Mouz. Just a flash on Torji right now as they're going to boost up. Mezzi will get some high ground. They'll be hearing this. Rop searches ramp, doesn't get the equalizer back. Still, number state advantage for Mouz. Exertion's coming all the way back, so they're worried about the lurk. You can see Apex investigating down towards B, knowing Exertion could be making a move. Mezzi up the heavens to track and make sure he isn't able to pipe around and start to constrict this, but they've grouped up, power in numbers.
Rob's throwing that incendiary is going to have them spooked.
Just Flamesy on the site right now, and they're coming his way. The rotation needs to get there. And Mezzi up heaven in time.
Just in time. Confirms they're coming their way. Could be one hell of a HG. Swinging on out, sets up Flamesy. Still though, hang on! Jimmy and Torji have broken through the defense. Apex off the ladder. Torji, how's he hit that? Was he on the ladder? Torji completely pantsed. A 2-on-2 now favors them, trying for the fight. Messing with his nades, Apex swings on out for more. 17 frags from Vitality's captain. He's found his form. Now Jimmy can save Mouz. He does secure 4. It makes something out of what felt like nothing. 4 rounds out of the last 6. It's something to work with. have to put up a perfect defense if Mouz want to convert their map pick in this semi-final. They're up against the big bad, their nemesis that they're trying to prove to us is just a rival. Sure, you beat them once, sure, once again on the big stage, but Vitality's first half has done an awful lot of convincing here in Kraków.
3 out of the 4 rounds Mouz won were compromised buys. They'll take them as hard-fought victories. Vitality will frame them as fumbles. Apex in fine form as we're back underway. Will it be 2 from 2 in the pistol department?
This one feels like it has to go Mouz's way to keep the conversation alive of Nuke. Apex has got a plan.
And they've put the question is there a vent drop in play? Strong position from Torji.
Yeah, it is, especially when you get 2 opportunities. Oh no! 12 bullets later, nothing to show for it. Falling apart at the seams. Dropping like flies, swatted away. BD Exertion gets a freebie here. Doesn't quite get the frag he was hoping for.
Trying to usher the bomb in through lobby. They know that they've lost it. Exertion undetected. This is massive.
He gets the freebie onto Flamesy. Now going to cut off the potential for a vent drop. Gives us a little fart. And a quick tap from Robs. Make it 2. 3 in the round from Mr. Cool.
Yeah, Exertion, it was a surprise, sure, but at that moment they know where both players are. One up heaven, one in the heart, and they're able to triangulate, lock in, and remove. It's both pistols for Vitality, and this looks ugly for Torji.
It's the opposite of a confidence booster.
That one is going to leave a mark. 2 players dropping from Silo. And he's going to be, yep, that is probably the man that's I've seen Torji in some time. He knows he should have had one of the 2. They're going to force in.
Especially when you get that fight you're not certain you're going to get.
Well, they read the situation. They didn't fall for the vent drop. For me, this feels like this is a force for the game.
See what you got. Exertion steps up, removes Apex top red. Question is, did he have company behind that smoke? The answer's yes, as Zywood catches a scout bullet and he gets brought down by Torji. Flamesy accelerating. He knows he's in the vents, spots the trajectory, tracking Spinks. And it's a fight that they're ready to take. He dips away, running for the hills. Spotted an easy one there. Robs gets the gift of a frag onto Brolan, and he's stopped any vent rotations.
They know there's one more. Somebody was low, somebody was dinked. There has to be another player towards the top side.
Jumping out, flying up the vents, and Jimmy's Deagle didn't find the accuracy, didn't find that headshot he needed. Flamesy leading the charge with that Mac 10. Hut is an uncertainty, lobby the same. Cover will be provided, and the bomb will be planted. They're so low. So this is a force buy for the game. Well, Spinks has taken a leap in that direction. Low HP, overlooked by Flamesy. And now Exertion should have an opportunity. Rob's not looking. Beautiful find. It's just onto Mezzi. The 1 versus 4. And it's not going to happen. A must-win round. Exertion finds impact. 3 kills. Starts it and ends it.
Yeah, beautiful work there from the 2 of them outside. It's that Exertion Torji duo, the 1-2 punch. They'll snatch this one away and they'll grab themselves some tidy upgrades. So a couple of AKs and a Galil brought into the next. Things won't be so easy for Vitality. Another round lost, that'll be number 5. And when you think about the way that Mouz are able to put these on the board, again, a compromised buy.
Yeah, you're right.
These aren't clean gun rounds. Vitality have their number as far as that's concerned, but you take them any way you can get them right now, Mouz. Will be the eco. Don't want to get involved in the force buy wars. I think traditionally you would just see them start to lock horns and go back and forth, but they are just going to concede immediately and just bring out a Deagle in the hands of Zywood, the rest with the Glonk, so they'll play hot potato with this one. This is where Mouz can start to re-establish them in this map. Their choice. Dust 2 up next. Mirage is the 3rd and decider if we need to get there. Vitality have stormed to this point. Tournament so far, they're top of multi-kills, top of 4v5s, top of traded, most ADR from utility, and, well, the best flash assists. So they are...
Okay, I saw the 4v5. It was like over 50% they're winning while conceding the opening death. That is madness.
It's an unforced error right there. It's not going to cost them, but Torji, I think, was going to set them up for the secret pick. He misses the flash, and they're still going to farm them. Maybe he just wanted a couple of his own.
I think that's exactly what Zai was playing for. Just one. Not going to get it.
All right, well, guns will come out. And how long can this go on for? Apex has been having quite the game. A few of the rounds there where he had massive impact, they were unable to convert off the back of the leader showing up. He is shooting hard, finding perfect timings. And this still could become labored. So you win that force, you have a clean one against the eco, and you have yourself extra cash going forward, Mouz. So even if you lose this, you can buy back. For Vitality, limited in terms of the util. That limits their options in moves. So how are they able to find a dent? How can they find an opening? Misdirection, it's going to be tough for that to be name of the game in a round like this, even so smoke wall dotted in yard.
Jimmy, Salo, solo, ramp. He's been spotted on the pixel, forced away. Second man rotates in as well to lend a hand. Just going to go contact, slinking through. Jimmy on the jiggle. Confirmation of presence. Surging into the site now. Spinks side by side, maintaining control of the door. Robster wants to try and break in. It's perfectly executed by Jimmy. And his back is covered. The setup is sound. Man advantage, not for long. Messi does manage to bring down Spinks. Still Jimmy kicking up a fuss. They can't find the trade. Single occupied. And it's Brolin that delivers. Did get brought low, and that bomb's still not planted. Really uncomfortable for Flamesy and Apex. Trying to find a way out of this with the doors open. It's impossible to see a way, a safe haven to plant. He's just going to go for a fake and hope for an overextension. The double swing. Oh, and the double spray. Flamesy's found an answer. Not the 2-on-4.
It's a reload.
Yeah, pressure applied by the incendiary. Apex needs to provide some covering fire, finds a safe haven. Apex delivers his. It's Flamesy's chance for impact, and he's just gonna deliver! Flamesy! Outstanding performance, a quiet half a counter-strike, but he's found his impact.
That is the impossible one there for Vitality. Sure, in the first half, they get that eco win, but this is taking the B bomb site with no utility. Can't smoke single, can't molly the windows, you're jumping into dry fights, giving them away. And this is insane work. Fakes the plant, they still both swing, doubles up, Apex gets one and then puts him in a winnable 1v1 against Torji, who we know is having a tough time. That's double digits now for Vitality. And that's one that got away for Mouz. Legend looking to continue here in Kraków. The reigning champs. What a shot at Furia. Sure they haven't forgot Chengdu just yet. Ramp pop, here they come.
Torji, he'll have vision, perfect position, dips away, gets his. Tips the scales in Mouz's favor for round 17.
Look at the position right now of exertion. Safety net.
Doesn't get more passive than that.
And if they do want to try and pivot over towards Heaven and Hell, they will have to trifle with that. Spinks clears out yard. This will help identify where that fight likely coming from. So are they back to lobby or are they actually coming ramp? Torji on his lonesome right now. Can he get another?
A few more nades than last time. Messi does have a smoke. Limits Torji's contributions. He's got one chance at the break, trying to time it right. Nothing revealed. Oh, and he's not going to hit the first through the smoke. Sidewind will, though. All it takes is a single AWP bullet. He tracks you. Nice find. Important from Brolan. Steps up and delivers. Keeps it 4-on-3 in favor of Mouz. Oh, he's in the open. Apex fumbles. It's collapsing. Just Rob's remains. Surrounded. That bomb, fresh. HE right in front of him. They'll clear him out. They'll find their head. A necessary conversion. And again, they've got Brolan to thank. Feel like he's really stepping up. Both of the leaders having one hell of a nuke.
Yeah, huge impact from Brolan. If you just go back to that first half, he had 2 key rounds. And add a third now to the tally, as he'll bring his boys into just a 3-round game. And this was a bit of a fumble, right? Zaiwu gets the freebie onto Torji. This is miraculous. But then they go for a clear of their own to try and take that fight. Once that clears, it's chaos.
And Apex didn't quite have the internal timer for the fade of that.
They've been late on the plants in a few of these occasions. They picked off the 2v4. This time, it's a little bit sloppy. So they win out that clutch, but now they'll be back down to just pistols. So Mouz working hard to bring this back into contention. Quick and concise run of Vitality being brought into question at the moment. It was that overtime affair against Aurora. There has to have been single digits as Jimmy should be able to farm them up at ramp. Easy for the Finn, keeps it cool for 2.
Yeah, swing from Exertion, actually dissuaded, doesn't want to overcommit there.
Back turns!
Yeah, that's a bit of an overstep from Spinks. Access to the B-bomb site granted, and suddenly you start quaking in your boots if you're Mouz. Wait, the bomb's down? Certainly will be. Fumbling util. He's just incendiaried himself.
Now smoked off.
Oh, it gets worse. Hope and a prayer, spamming smokes. Unarmored Vitality. Not 2 in 1 map. Forced away by the incendiary, well placed. Torji taking his sweet time, concerned about a ramp lurk. Time sensitive boys, Smoke and a kid available, but not Andershen. That's on the floor, Ropt hits 2. Spectacular turnaround. And a fumbled round from Mouz. Spinks, where you going?
Oh, you're not taking anything into the next round. Rob's on a heater with that one. Right now, right here, this is Vitality. This is the team we remember from 2025. Able to win out in any moment.
Oh, and just a heartbreak for Mouz.
Jimmy's done his job. He's got the double. He's in a committed position. But it's this one, it's Spinks rotating down, not aware at all. Apex with more impact as he grabs his 19th frag, and then it's Rops to deliver this knockout blow, the back breaker.
The first 2 spectacular, but forcing Torji to spend all of his pennies just to have that sniper out, trying to fight, to keep yourselves in your map pick. Forced out by the Flames, will back away. Yard-centric.
Plenty of smokes for a second wall. Are they ready for another orb?
Ooh, Apex jumps across the sightline, forces a reposition out of Torji. Without the smokes, Exertion will be able to relay that secret hasn't been crossed.
Letting Zaiwu search.
40 seconds and oh, a tiny overstep. Zaiwu finds him. Immediate connection. Orb is there, he knows. Torji not playing scared though. Spots out a flash of flesh. It's Flamesy on unbreakable, the quickest trade from Apex.
30 seconds, gotta get a move on.
Yeah, but look at this. Moving pieces, distraction on the yard side. Brawlin's not locking, not ready. And the red carpet rolled out by Robs.
Zaiwu's got the door.
And Jimmy's gonna walk straight into his crosshairs. Unprepared for the orb, posted on the angle. They know where you are. Rob's not shy for the fight. Falls into place so perfectly for Vitality.
And that's Mouz bring the loss bonus of 1900 into round number 20. Writing's on the door.
This one from Exertion. The tiniest of oversteps.
Here's the difference. Mouz, they won their bullshit rounds in the first half, but that was to get back into it. Vitality's is to close things down. And if you wanted to have a conversation about this being close, you can't be dropping multiple. 1, sure, but 2, in the fashion you did. Right now, it's just 5-7s, MP9s, and a Deagle to defend your honor. You're about to be scalped on your map choice.
Yeah, another condemning scoreline.
Another single-digit win for Vitality. Marauders in Kraków.
Oh, they've got 1 goal. And that happens on a Sunday. Crazy amount of space from Apex. Gets spotted out on the jiggle. Good headshot from Jimmy. Avoids the nade finish. Hang on. Maybe Mouz can do something once again on this cobbled together buy. You've taken down one, you've retrieved a rifle. Vitality on the back foot. Ooh, Bralan didn't anticipate Robs' forward position.
More where that came from.
Yeah, and they're coming for him. MP9's flying through, the little refire, little bait and switch. Still manages to get another one.
Bombs down outside lobby. To pick that up right now is Flames. You remember Apex low from the skirmish with Jimmy. 3v3. Oof, make that 3v2.
He's hit the insta headshot. Flamesy and Zywoo, an unlikely pairing for the close.
Torji down on B, can fly up the vent quickly. They are worried about Heaven, main, everything is an option right now. 25 seconds.
It's just this head-to-head duel here if Exertion wins it. If he doesn't, though, it gets weird for Jimmy, who goes swinging to his demise. Just Torji now in the 1v2, up close and personal. Flamesy not ready for the MP9. Oh, he could do it. Zywoo full health, though. You got to tussle with greatness, Torji, and you can't handle it. 13-7. Smashed on their map pick. Vitality start as they mean to continue in this semi-final.
As a team, Vitality are 35-4 on Dust 2.
Ooh, I'm going to need you to 35-4.
7-map win streak up against Mouz, who in the last season were banning this very map. Battle-hardened here in Kraków. Played it 4 times, 3 wins. And right now they need to dig deep. Looking into a B split. 3 players on the site for Mouz. Pieces in the right place looking for their first pistol. Exertion, Flash, they're ready to set up Spinks. Oh, it's a smoke indeed.
Yeah, the block smoke's going to work out. Doesn't stop Zywoo peppering through the smoke, and now commitment through the doors as well. Pressure has been applied. Nice from Jimmy. Great combination punch. Everyone on that B side has hit their shots. Now gets weird. Apex and Mezzy brought down. Important shots hit, Exertion, necessary frags, and Mouz this time starting off with the W.
Okay, so that's a pistol in the pocket. That one looked perfect as far as the setup, but still got wonky for a moment. Jimmy pivots into the window, Spinks and Exertion able to delete, and then they all just focus fire. So good handling of business. Torji chipping in from range, and they'll grab that one now. It's about running with the momentum. Vitality will give them a way in with the eco. But nothing felt safe on Nuke. Both teams with a lot of low buy rounds. Compromised purchases were the key to the limited success that Mouz were finding on Nuke. Preparing for the next round, they've gone rifle heavy. No one with any SMGs. They've brought out the best they can. A couple of Famises around these M4s. Keeping somebody alive, not taking any damage. The cheaper upgrades, it means everyone can be strapped. So next round they'll be sitting pretty, as long as they don't give away too many of these.
Oh no, Torji nearly got completely caught. Still gives up some space. Opens up the conversation a little. Bralan, just a couple of bursts. Would have been fine. Would have been fine. T-side eco round wins for Vitality. They can't keep coming this easy.
This was a $600 investment. 2 P250s.
There's no way. You've got to give it a look. They have Glocks and a single flashbang. A well-timed flash though, as you commit in. Sure, a burst to the head. It's a nice one. Mezzy sideline, important from Spinks, but there's a P250 connecting. Oh no! Mouz collapsing. Torji to save them. Running in towards the site. Who needs to clear out Robs? Low HP, low on ammo. Needs to do it on the pistol.
No kit.
No kit, no time. No time. Nothing spent, but everything gained. Vitality humble Mouz round 2. How?
It's hard to doubt that's a sign of things to come. Torji is the one who lets this slip away. The timing, the sound cue given, the damage done, and then cowering in spawn. His teammates are coming back to try and plug the gap that he left. Apex again finding a kill on the flank with the P250. And this is just a miserable way to kick off the campaign to try and push this to a third.
Not another one. That's all they can think.
This is already your nightmare. You win the pistol, you get an eco. That's meant to be the way in. That's meant to be the confidence builder. You did the hard work on the pistol round and you have just dropped a round like that. That's an absolute mare.
Yeah, that's the opposite. That is the confidence shatterer.
The amount that has been lost by Mouz in this series so far, and we're only 2 rounds into the second, it's more than you should be giving away over 3 maps.
No, that is egregious.
Well, they're going to try and force buy back in. They won some of these of their own. Are they able to course correct the mental? Because that's what's going to go down the gurgler in a moment's time. You can't hold on to it. And Torji was having a tough go of things on map number 1.
Maybe Torji's scout will be able to suppress.
Just look how much space they've got
test.
with limited utility. Like,
haven't used a penny.
Exactly, right? So right now, full execute onto A if they want.
And then what's a scout supposed to do up against
Exactly.
the smoke wall?
There's nothing you can do.
Okay, Torji, you fire off your shot, you let them know you're on the long side, and now you're back away, you give them the sight once more.
Do you save this and go again? Unless there's a way in, unless you're able to punish this, there's a tag, not the frag. Your B defenders, it's 3 of them as you were stacking the wrong side of the map. This will be a save. They will go for the double dip on this, but will they be limited? Romps towards green box. If they try and poke their nose out long, he can punish.
Oh, he's just looked away, could favor. Or a rifle, never mind, he's quick to it. Removes Brolan.
No Torji's long as well because the scout sounded off. No point giving him an AK. Right now, that's what you have, Vitality, so just hold on to these. Oh, Apex going in. This is risky. And the scout gets the tag, but Torji loses it all.
Brutal.
Terrorists win.
Flames has gone down with the ship there. They're unable to get their hands onto that, so they do save 3 of those upgrades, but it will have to be the eco now. And this must be feeling way too easy for Vitality. Hearing the interviews from Mouz, they definitely talk the talk. I think that Cologne victory was one that we thought could be the difference maker.
Oh yeah, I thought that was going to unlock, the next phase of Mouz.
And pursuit of that spark that they're looking for, you think, oh, this is a massive tournament to be humbling. They were the reigning champs there too, Vitality.
Yeah, they're doing that a lot at the moment.
Just looking to go back to back. They will have to take on Fury tomorrow, and that's if they can get past this. Very early stages, round number 4, plenty more Counter-Strike to be played, but I just think when you look at rounds that have gone against them, there'll be a whole lot more of that to come. Katowice's coronation last year led us to the best season of all time.
Yeah, these tournaments at the IEM Winter Championship, they do often tend to be a bit of a place setup for the rest of the season. You get a good idea as to who is going to be king of the castle, who will be vying to usurp.
Well, now B just with 1 man should be able to deal with Jimmy, and once he's dead, that'll be round.
Just fights on all fronts, isn't it? You've just got a 1v1 versus Zyro on the other side of the map as the bomb now finds its way in towards Sphinx's sight.
We don't want A, we don't want B, we want everything right now as Torji kicks up a bit of a fuss, but that bomb will get planted.
Yeah, Brolan's USP has been revealed, fires off a couple of shots out range. He's done very well. Long range double dink. Rounding the corner, covered by Messi. Messy spray, but finding Torji should relieve a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, a little bit scuffed at the moment in this one for Vitality, but a good wake-up call knowing you're going into the rifles in the next. Torji should have enough to get out the AWP of the glass cannon variety. As Brolan wanting to do a bit more damage on the way out. They are jaunting back now, jumping up, and Rops will lose his gun. Can he get the hands on that and get away? Jimmy. I'll need to start running, because right now, Just losing half health, Brolin goes down, and they will take an AK into the next. So that's nice. It actually means that Jimmy could facilitate that AWP over to Torji. I'm not going to go that way. Okay, well, this could have been a better looking buy. They could have dropped the orb. Torji could have given the util over to Jimmy. Right now, Torji's going to be glass cannon. So very fragile.
I wonder if Zai was going to play his favorite mini game. Hitting shots on the cross. Doesn't even link to pull the trigger on that first one. Trying to punish on the flashbang lineup.
Well, they're going to push this. They've just smoked off towards suicide.
The old variation of the boost. Susceptible to flashbangs.
Now playing it actively. Setting up for a B-pop right now. Nobody home for Mouz. They are playing a retake setup on this site. Jimmy outside the doors. This might cost them out the gate.
Yeah, immediately the B-door smoke lands. He gets vision. Does only get the one. Spinks poking his nose out of the window. Finds another lovely double. Both Messi and Rob's gone. He wants to push. And he will. Spinks is thriving. It's just ZywOo to get past. A clutch demanded of the Woo. There's no way Mouz are letting this one slip. Smoke the doors, you know he's window. Hoping for an overextension, hoping for exertion to overplay. But ZywOo's coming for you. Here's him. Sounds exchange, still hits the head, but an immediate trade.
All right, well played there from Torji. Right, pushing through the door, the sound cue comes in, he knows he needs to activate, and they will grab that one. That's all down to Spinks. Stun over round from him. They were playing retake. It felt like they would have lost the side there, but being able to chip in from window, not the fights that they were potentially expecting in terms of backside, backplat over towards car. It's both doors and window, a real nuisance, and then the confidence there.
Yeah, incredible efficiency as well. Didn't feel, ooh, shot's been hit on the cross there.
Yep, Jimmy's been brought down, 8 HP. So we pivots over, we'll smoke the mid doors, and you get consecutive rounds now, Mouz, to break the finances on Vitality.
Clear game plan from Mouz. Exertion with these HEs, just trying to soften them up on their progress.
And denied. No real damage done. So default spread right now from Vitality. 2 tunnels. 1 outside long and now 2 back cat can start worrying into the next stage of this. They've avoided early flak damage. They're trying to do this dry again. It's just taking picks towards the mid doors. Worried about Torji's watchful eye on the AWP, trying to cause a few issues. He's starting over towards A with the AWP. Over towards the ramp, you see the extra util to slow things down. They know that this gap has been open, and while they exchange. So Torji, by throwing that, he already thought that they were up, but the signified molly the way back tells you they're just getting the control now. They're gambling for B again, Mouz. Smokes it off. They'll have to play through this.
Now they start their commit.
They're already out.
They know what Torji's up to. Already spotted on the cross, and Flamesy executes him. Torji brought down out of the round. A quick bop from the AK.
Bomb has been planted.
Brolin's boxed in. And Robs wins the duel. That was AKV Galil.
And again, look at the radar. His teammate's already saving. Jimmy got tagged through the door. They did the B-mat stack, and there was just no way to help. Right there is Mouz gambling that they've made the right read of the situation. The support isn't available. There's no way to help that out of Torji. He was cheating over towards long, expecting a late pop, and at that point, as soon as he goes down, the round is done.
Feels like they are exploiting tendencies. I mean, Torji's reaction's the same. We saw it on the scout, see it on the AWP. Reaction to the flashes, he just tucks back towards the long side and tries to catch him on the cross, but perfect pre-aim from Flamesy, a couple of layered flashbangs, and Vitality will seize another round.
This isn't the same as the head-to-heads we saw between Mouz and Vitality in the late stages of last year. Back in November in Chengdu, both series going 3 maps, and Train was a key factor for them, as well as VP once upon a time.
Oh, the Plow love Train.
So this map pool change, might be seeing the most one-sided best of 3 between these two in a while. And everyone talks about this squad being auraless. Well, they don't lack the talent, the work ethic, or the consistency. Playoffs every single time.
Oh,
There's another tag. Jimmy brought down consecutive rounds.
He knows he hit it. He's smiling. He knows Jimmy's once again just walking.
And he's on his own on B. This time they've gambled over towards A. 4 strong towards long. This is just a partial behind the saves.
The desk talked about how
There's bait here right now.
ZywOo's a player that wants to be having fun. Well, he's definitely having fun, Dupree. And that's when he plays his best, apparently.
Yeah, trying to bait this into exertion there with the jump spot, thinking they might thirst for that. They just spam him away. They start to drop some of that block utility. Clearing out the mid doors now as they go through the motions of the default again. Slow and steady wins the race for Vitality in this one. Sub 60 seconds. Jarring on short now from Mouz.
They're going to swing, perhaps. Torgy's up close. He will have a look, and Flames, he's so ready for the clothesline. Just a quick shot. And a disadvantage for Mouz to work with. They've got bodies, they've got rifles. They're in the right place. Great flashbang. Exertion eats it now in the blinds. He doesn't know how much is commitment. Spinks, hang on, he's going to be playing ahead. Flamesy, nice shot from Spinks. They'll double smoke it, no smoke break available regardless.
I'm going back tunnels. What's Jimmy meant to do?
Yeah, I mean, he's surrounded with 7 HP. All that hard work from the AWP shot the very first 10 seconds. You've even got Robs behind you. Apex as well. They are having way too much fun, way too easy. And Jimmy falls as well. Textbook Counter-Strike, manipulating the defense. Can't be fun to be playing up against this.
Yeah, big smile on the face of Apex, and he's yelling out. I don't know who he's saying.
They can't hear you.
Or what he's saying to who. But in this environment, this is a pantsing right now. It's only a 3-round gap, but it's just how easy this is coming. Now again, that was the partial around the save, just a full gun round in for Mouz. Torgy gets the AWP this time with the armor. Rifles for the rest. Defuse kit yet to be invested upon. Brolin has the opportunity to do so. Starting to feel tough to watch. Well, ZywOo hit them on the tag on the cross again. Can he make it 3 consecutive rounds? Just starting your round, less than 10 HP. This is getting naughty in here. Put the kids to bed.
Oh, yeah, avert your eyes. Nobody look. He's hit him again. You uncrouch at your own peril. Tip of the head, spotted. He's not far off, you know.
Okay, well, there has been one drawn back. Exertion has found Apex in the meantime. I take it down towards lower.
Rollins had a real rough shake of the stick on the long side.
He was great on Nuke.
This is a real opportunity for Brolin. Anticipates that close flash, but they do it. Contact, and Messi's going to go down. Trade from Flames. Instant. Ops is going to be the solo lurked short side, hoping that this utility draws their attention, and then he can work his way into a free frag in the side of the head.
He is so annoying. The timings that Romps is catching, always behind them. You can never second guess one of these positions. And now, Torgy and Spinks, what do you got left to do but save?
Just beautifully constructed. You are setting Robs up to play his best Counter-Strike. So he'll find the timing.
Well, 3 consecutive rounds, ZywOo's hit you on the cross. Start using smokes, maybe? Yeah. But then you know what the problem becomes on this? You're going to be late to B. Right? You can wait. You can throw a smoke. You be late to B. They get B spawns, they run in, you lose the site. This is the easiest thing that Apex has to call. Oh, he's hitting tags every round, or he's killing him on the cross. Oh, beautiful.
Like the first 10 seconds of every round, ZywOo's telling the boys one of them's low. If not, we have a 5v4. Really does thwart your CT ambitions, doesn't it?
Well, this is beautiful, where everyone wants to talk about how good Mouz are as a team, right? They just lack lifting those trophies. They play such good Counter-Strike. Well, look at what Vitality are doing to them right now. Right, sit and enjoy this. I've been here before. We lived through the Astralis era. We're in Vitalities now, and it's a pleasure to watch.
The 5 best players in their roles, all in one jersey.
Well, Donk might want a word, but
that's fine.
I think he'll want the trophies instead. 2 saved guns and a couple of pistols. So we're boosted.
Not again. Not this time.
All right, you get across without any damage. Good start.
You get to play the game.
So it can be a good finish. Such a luxury to be able to get mid-round and round again without being naded down, fights in lower. AWP constantly breaking the smokes. You don't feel like you're under any pressure at all. If you're able to get this mid-control pushback short.
It's a solid HE from Exertion.
Well, this heavy A stance.
Flamesy
saw the trajectory of that.
So he knows they've re-smoked from the ramp side. What does that tell you?
B's under fortified. Isn't that the crumb? They're going to walk into Mouz's trap.
Must hit this. Torji, a golden opportunity, does behead Apex. Flamesy not going to go through the incendiary, so they hold on to their advantage. He's got just the 2 weapons and the pistols.
Still going, eh? Torji's out of position.
Yeah, and Flamesy's very, very low. Pressure applied. Exertion's going to get some early answers after that flashbang. Now Torji feeling pressure on the mid-split. Jimmy's 5-7, it's a good range for it. This is where Torji needs to get himself more. Double kill, how about 3? Mouz's sniper does deliver, shuts down the Vitality mid-split.
Okay, that's the saved guns, and that's a lot of impact there from Torji. Out of position until it turned into an A fake. First time out from Vitality. X has to get on the mic. Not a compromised position to be in as far as the funds, but maybe some adjustments that he wants to call. Some decent long spawns available for Vitality if they'd like to hit this one with pace. They've been relatively tempered up until this point. Good sweep by Torji, catches Apex dawdling around, just looking the wrong way. He's right at this moment, he's talking about the nades, drop me this, I'm gonna throw this. So he's trying to set up the round and thinks he's covered, no way in the world. And then Torji cheats over, helps out Jimmy on B, and the pistols, with the help of the AWP, are able to stall them out. So impact from Torji, making up for the mare on round number 2 of this one. Apex has the AWP for the mid-doors pick. He fires off, and they are actually heading out long.
Interesting, okay, this time's got pace. Have to concede the space, Brolan will.
As he turns into the B-lurk with the spawns in play. And Apex can give that all back to Zywo at any moment. He's just currently watching this mid-push. Zywo gets into Pier without the AWP, but they're just going through the block smokes. Holding on to their nades. You've conceded long early, Mouz. Now it's about conservation of utility and how many threats start to appear across the map. But right now, you're not being probed over towards B, middle, or short. So you're pretty certain they're just burrowed down at long with 1:10 left on the clock. So unless you start baiting out this utility, you're going to need some type of a supreme response. There we go. Juggle the guns. AWP now in the pit. They could be a little bit more active as another block smoke will dawn.
Just under that minute mark, and a flash swing from Brolan to ensure no one's ahead of it. Second one where that came from. Apex, however, this time has slinged through. Brolan seems ready. High alert. Lovely from Brolan. Double spray down. Bomb on the front. They know where it is. And they know where you are. Still, Robs finds one back. It's Jimmy onto the lurk on B. These two have been known to win a round or two.
No smoke for the cross. It's the only one that's up right now, and it looks like they're just going to concede. Backing off, 20 seconds.
Fair play.
That'll be Mouz with the 4th. Well done from Brolan. Another moment where we mention his name.
I mean, the crosshair was perfect, just on that pixel as they emerge.
And you can see how much he was worried about the smoke coming over, wanted to block that, makes a step, and they're still able to get both of them. Apex waiting for the teammate for the double swing, but they end up lining up, so too easy for Brolan.
Even better on his POV, doesn't it?
See the pressure is under in that moment. Well, the buy's back in. Zywo's got the AWP out again, and on the cross, doesn't hit the tag. Gonna run out of money soon, Vitality. You need to start making good on a couple of these because Mouz, they're putting up resistance. Big nade onto Jimmy. So 2 straight, needs to be 3 for the cracks in the finances to really show. 6-6 still available at the half.
Robs deploys the lurk smoke. Will keep the two-man B defense planted. It's one hell of an angle adopted, exertion, a footstool for this deeper line from Torji. I think he's seen enough of the Flames, anticipating the flashbang, can still sweep back in.
Good info. B should be on high alert right now. Jimmy with a full belt of nades. Spinks with a bunch too. There's just not enough pressure in the early round. Mouz are well equipped to defend this.
Yeah, they got the right nades. They feel like this 5th round is destined to be theirs. Who could change that? Nice find from Jimmy. Trade is immediate. How's he pivoted straight into Jimmy? They know Spinks could be around here somewhere. It's a quick scope out of ZywOo. Sinking feeling in the stomach of Mouz. This one was teed up to be yours. Stolen away. ZywOo anticipates the walk up, nails the shot, no trade, denied by Flames. Massive round. He has doubled his kill total. Just a Beyblade spinning around on the way into B.
Yeah, slow tactical rounds, and Mouz even with the right approach, holding on to that U-tilt. You see the flash break combo, exertion being part of that, but not able to get anything done. ZywOo with this one, and that confirms B site is clear. And at this point, the fact he's hanging around and still the team play on display, the highest level for vitality, 7-4, final round of the half.
Does look like they want to contest for short here. Two of them set up for that. Spinks eats the flash, and Flames, he's found the opening. Torji's gone. Apex caught walking out. Nice from Spinks on the clawback.
Just execute A. You know that the orb's dead towards short. It's going to remove a lot of the threats that you could experience. So if they just want to head over towards this A site, call over the likes of Mezzi, bring over Robs, and finish together. Different plan in mind, the mid to B smoke. The doors flushed out, they can plant behind that, but all heavy through tunnels as Mouz are making a move too. They're taking long control. They're giving up A. It's all on the B defense yet again.
Yeah, this is the setup though. This time Jimmy's got a bit of a better chance. Spinks to be jump spotting. I think he saw someone mid. Oh no, Tenzender, he's late. Jimmy set up to succeed and he thrives with 2. Shut down upon arrival. It's a great nade from ZywOo. He was running into the site now, looking for Spinks. Last seen sight. Dips into the door smoke. Playing the numbers game.
Gotta get that bomb, 30 seconds. Just to their left right now. ZywOo can re-smoke doors.
They've confirmed he's evacuated. 3 of them lying in wait on the other side of the wall. Do they flash and go upon the plant sound? A fake comes through, so is the nade thrown. Flames, he's ready to swing. Brollan's there, important headshot. Okay, Mouz, it felt helpless, it felt hopeless, losing ecos, but 5 is workable. There was an air of excitement coming into this semi-final as to whether or not Mouz could once again demonstrate that they can beat Vitality. First map fell away from them, convincing victory on Mouz's territory. This is where Vitality elected to take it. And a little bit of resilience on the tail end of the half has got us thinking perhaps there's a conversation about Mirage.
We wanted to play against this team. We want to prove ourselves. This is the situation. 7-5 second map. Actually a little bit against the wall, but we fucking pull together, boys, and we're gonna win it. I promise you that. It's gonna be the best feeling after, right?
Cyclone coach of Mouz trying to instigate belief.
Yeah, they stopped the rot. Listen, I execute. This one's gonna have pace, short and long smoke. Trying to deny the vision as you can see this just launching into it.
Quick reaction from Vitality though.
Yeah, they know what's up.
Who takes that first biff on the ramp site, trying to break into the site. Nice shot, Mezzy. Quick licks! Oh no!
Can you miss it?
How does the round go from 5v5 to just Spinks getting plucked from the sky?
Well, those words from Cyclone, that's all going to just be talk with how quick that one's fallen apart. 3-1 in the pistol department, and they won it in the first half. They lost to an eco. Things gone from bad to worse now for Mouz.
Holy!
Trying to save face, but losing theirs.
Let's watch this from this cam. Oh man, just a couple of swift shots. Great adjustment from the Gandalf position. Mezzy clicking heads.
Everyone hitting hard right now as it always going to be an eco out for Mouz. We talked about that kind of, it's a coronation for Vitality toppling Spirit last year. And then what happened after, nobody could have predicted. But you take a look at teams who have won the IEM Winter Championship and then what they go on to achieve. We all know Vitality's story, we're living in it, but 2024, Spirit won, then they went to grab that Shanghai Major, Donk the Monster on our screens. 2023, G2 won it, then they won Cologne. 22, Phase 1, then they grabbed Antwerp. So in recent history, winning this event is a good omen. The Crucible of Kraków.
It's where legends are forged.
This is where Mouz will be farmed. Spotless, 2 straight rounds, no casualties. Can't go better than that for Vitality. Just 4 rounds away from securing that grand final showing against Furia.
Certainly feels like it was a bit of a dangerous promise from Cyclone.
I think anything to try and get the boys back in with the mental, try and get the drive, but this has been a series to forget.
Building block of this belief would be winning the first gun.
It's the default spread, no Zywoo Orb to maintain these sightlines. Brolin continuing to play aggressively.
Hello, opening kill provided by Brolan.
He's been making moves, he's still playing like the same player. The rest are the ones missing at the moment. Torchi's had some moments, Spinks too. Jimmy with a clutch.
Not another from Brolan. Just this one-man army fighting his way tooth and nail into the A site.
Well, this is a complete gamble from Vitality, parking the bus on A.
You just hope Mouz play themselves at this point?
Yeah, well, the mental is cloudy. There is the opportunity that they do overplay their hand. Nameplate Counter-Strike would dictate there has to be somebody on B. But they are walking right now into ROPS.
The bomb. It's going to fall to the shoulders of ROPS, an opportunity to really break the hearts. How's your clears, Jimmy? How's your clear? Angle's good, only the one, an important find back. Revenge provided by Exertion. It's Mezzy at range. M4 versus AK, Brolin applying pressure from the short side. Zywoo on that new box, that's a nice headshot into the pit player already. Torchi's ears are ringing, Zywoo's found the short player. It's happening before our very eyes! Oh no, Mouz collapse!
Bask in the glory of excellence right now, because that is a stack from out of nowhere. That is both your B defenders, Mezzy and Robs, gambled over towards A. You walk into the den. Brolin works so hard. The in-game leader gets you 2 kills. It's your round to lose. And they're playing for the save. The stack couldn't go better.
The The crowd chanting, send him home. And Vitality, they just started packing Mouz's bags.
Unlosable rounds being lost time and time again for Mouz. The 5-round gap. This is an impossible mountain to climb at this point.
How many ridiculous rounds do you have to concede before your spirits are broken? I'd say that's probably about it.
It's had this air throughout, and you can't write Mouz out of these scenarios, but just the way that they've been losing these rounds, the type of rounds, the opportunities they've had. Vitality, everybody is firing right now. The Apex Masterclass on the CT side of map number 1. Zahu hasn't stopped kicking.
Feels like a full team effort from Vitality. Is that the Golden Hornets I hear? They don't get out of bed before Sunday.
The game goes mild, unfortunately, but Vitality's names are already in the history books. It's about how good can it get.
All right, Robs. How do you handle this one? Jumping out of the smoke into his jaws. Not overextending himself, just times it to perfection. They're falling apart at the seams here. Just Spinks hoping for one, and Robs does not go down. You can't touch him.
4 rounds played second half, 3 of them literally spotless. Sure, one was the pistol, one was an eco, and now this is a partial, but that's where Mouz found success on Nuke. And just such an annoyance. Robs isn't going to give it to you for free. He's going to make you work for your money.
Just
the confidence, it's got to be shattered. It's got to be over. Jimmy's making a play out long.
Yeah, he's giving it a go. Bit of pace. Bring the fight to flames as opposed to the other way around this time.
Giving them the space right now. They've conceded this Vitality.
Oh, and this is audacious. Could be another one for Brolin. In the opening department. Never mind. Rob's quick to it. Apex caught by the AWP, but he's actually just ready to fight. He just wants to biff. Where's the AWP? He's in so much trouble, Flamesy. Jiggle out, should be good for Torji, doesn't quite hit it. Getting weird for Mouz. Rops has locked the door behind them, there's no exit. You have to fight forward. Now a block smoke lands in your face, an AWP shot hits the Kevlar of Torji, and the bodies are gonna keep dropping. There's nothing for you here, only misery. In the semi-final for Mouz. Vitality, their nemesis, returns. It's a new year, but they could very well say this one feels just like 2025.
Last tactical timeout, and that was their last full buy. Compromise, not the buy, the state of Mouz in this one. I think the fact they had to make that lower bracket run after Aurora tossed them down there in a 2-0 fashion, battling through FaZe, making light work of them. Overtime affair against the Falcons. Was that a galvanizing win? Well, it turns out no. G2 not ready for the stage games against Mouz, but Vitality
in a league of their own.
Feeling 0-2 well. A 2-9 losing record for Mouz, about to become double digits in that department.
Straight out the guards.
Oh,
they just want to break the fight. We're double nading suicide. The CT side charging and bringing the fight.
Solo push long doors.
Yep, this is when you really have a team completely surrounded, completely outgunned. Flames' aggression's not going to be working for him.
Taking the gap, Zywo trying to plug it.
Yeah, he's going to be there just a little too late. I thought he was a dead man. You going to push? You going to push into Zywo? Yes, you will. Doesn't pull the trigger. They brave the flame and have got themselves an advantage of some sort.
Something else to worry about. There's always somebody on long. Now Apex over towards Khan, gives up the position with the spam. You've got this lurker Spinks, but you feel like you've got to do something. Just sitting outside of B tunnels. He is a non-issue in the round right now, but he could be the solution. To get them something on this T side, it is a 5-round run. Will it be 6 to close? What a dominant half of Counter-Strike this has been. "20 seconds.
What's it going to be, Mouz? Got to get across. Bomb on the back of Brawlan. Smoke indicates the finish, and only Apex here. The incendiary will make life a bit difficult. Oh my god, he's got another one.
Not anymore.
Okay, caught off. Spinks may have very well just saved them from losing to time. Bomb can be planted, and it should be enough.
They want to give this one a look. You know that Mouz are ropey. Are you going to play for the game? Well, Romp's backing off towards T-spawn. I think that tells you how this one goes down.
If Spinks doesn't kill Apex, it could very well have been the most unbelievable finish to a semi-final.
That's going to add insult to injury if they had lost in that fashion.
Just a 2v4 with 2 incendiaries. Spinks saves them, and we will see Mouz not go down without a round in this second half.
Walking that fine line in that one. Letting the clock really tick away before they made the final play.
I think Flamesy's getting a slap on the wrist for that one, or is that the kind of energy they're bringing?
That's the energy they're bringing. They've let off the leash at the moment. Players are just going for fights. Everything's working. Vitality, they're in the flow state. Everybody in the team is hitting the shots they need to. They're playing good Counter-Strike. And this looked insane. They're charging up mid with the nades into suicide. There was 3 of them there. That could have connected. That could have been it. There was multiple moments in this round where utility could have been the undoing.
Spinks, just in time. He had it in his hand.
And the lurk paid off. They're feeling comfortable. They're not worried at all. And this time they're going to bring aggression. AWP starting short for the lower tunnels fight. Trundling down mid. 3 of them sneaking straight for a mid to B. They're going fast.
Yep, pace. The remedy here to Mouz's woes.
Just Rops.
Ahead of the curve. There is just one man on this bomb site. What can he possibly do? Flamesy chips in through the CT smoke. Already 2 bodies gone. They can't find Rops. They can't find him. Through the smoke, he gets them done. That's the end for Mouz. Wave goodbye to your dreams of seeing Championship Sunday.
Playoffs at every event. The eternal bridesmaids in playoff purgatory. This is their hell. Vitality are their nightmare. But these are the defending champs, and they are back to the